What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I'm going to talk about what's going on with the overall market and break down when Jerome Powell is going to be speaking one more time. I'm also going to talk about how the pre-market is looking for the different stocks out there from SPY to Tesla and etc. But before I do anything like this, let me just mention a couple of things. I am firstly not a financial planner, so take none of this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Moomoo with the link down below and deposit $100 into the account, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks plus a $50 cash reward, which ends in just 6 days. The offer is almost over. Check it out before they run out. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. All right, guys, so the market's gapping up right now. We're going to see the market gap up by the time we open. But with this gap that's forming, this is what I told you guys would happen yesterday. We'd gap up in the morning, and that's how the market is performing. But the thing is, once we approach Jerome Powell's speech, when he's about to start speaking, the market might sell off just a little bit. And then we're going to find out what happens from there. If Jerome Powell pumps the markets, we could see a very, very nice move to the upside. If he ends up saying something that's very hawkish, the market could drop. It could be a big or nothing burger. There's always the possibility of that. He may not say anything too big. He may just say, we're going to look at the data. Or he could make some claims about the rate cuts, when they're going to happen. Maybe they're going to be delayed or not. He may say things about what's going on with the Fed's policy currently, another rate hike, or who knows what he's going to say. It's going to shake the markets nonetheless. Now, some things to know about the market. Once again, we have Jerome Powell speaking at Jackson Hole. The market's waiting for this, and this is going to be very interesting to witness. When it comes to Subway, it's been sold to a private equity firm not too long ago. The DOJ has sued SpaceX for people interested in like Elon Musk and Tesla and SpaceX. This has happened due to unfair employment practices, or at least this is just like based off allegations and things like that. So very important to witness. This could affect SpaceX and any of its employees. And then finally, we have this new like AI company that started in New York. It's very, very interesting too. Anyways, those are like some important things about the market, at least for the time being. Yields have gone up a little bit higher with Jerome Powell's speech that's about to start, but the market was due for a little bounce after being very, very oversold, and also looking at some different technical indicators out there. If you want to look at like divergences, if you want to look at like our 50 moving average and etc., all of it could work. I just wanted to mention that for now, the market is still trying to rebound just a tiny bit. So when is Jerome Powell going to be speaking exactly? Just want to remind everyone about this. So just as a reminder, 30 minutes after the market opens at 10 o'clock a.m., we have the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report with the 5-year inflationary expectations. This is going to cause some volatility just to start us off. Then a little bit after that, at 10:05 a.m. Eastern Time, right 35 minutes after the market opens, Powell is going to be giving his big speech. And whatever this guy says is going to shake the markets for sure, so you just have to be ready for it. Could he end up saying something that doesn't really cause the market to crash? That's a possibility. Or could he cause the market to bounce really hard? That's also a possibility. And you want to be open-minded to anything just to be safe, okay? So how is the market looking right now? SPY is trying to approach 439 as of right now. We're going to be watching 439.5 to about 440. We're going to have some resistance right about here, looking at our EMAs and also the previous resistance levels. SPY is going to likely tag this. Then we're going to see if it can break or not. If it tries to get above this, you're going to be watching the 200 EMA at 440.5. Then above that, we have like 441 plus. But we might just see lots of sideways price action here just to start off. Maybe we sell off just a tiny bit as we approach Powell. And then it all just depends on him. I mean, if he pumps this market, the market could start pushing for 442 plus. We could see SPY hit 444. If the guy ends up causing a rug pull, like who knows if that's going to happen. If that were to hypothetically happen, SPY could come all the way down to 438. If that fails us, you're going to be watching 436.5. If 436, ends up breaking, we're going to be watching 435, then 434.8. And below that, if we break below 434.8, we're going to be watching 433. And if that fails us, 431.5 is going to be tested. So honestly, guys, I'm open-minded when it comes to Powell. You want to be as open-minded as possible just to be safe. For Tesla, it's kind of like shopping around the 229 area. It looks very, very choppy. We're going to be watching this thing range between 228 and about 232. It might get a little pop when we open, try to push it up to like 232, then trade very, very sideways after getting our 50 and 200 EMA test. Sideways price action may happen within this range, and then we might see something big that happens later on when Powell speaks. I don't know if Powell's going to cause Tesla to come tanking all the way down to like 225 or 221. down to this imbalance down here, or if Powell's going to cause the market to pump and we see Tesla hit 238 plus. One of those will most likely happen. So we'll have to wait and see if Tesla could hold above resistance. So just be open-minded. All right. So for resistance, we're going to be watching 230 since we are technically below that right now. 232 technically is another one. 234 to 235 above that. Then we have 238. We're going to be watching all these very carefully. So be open-minded and do what you have to do. For Nvidia stock right now, okay, it's kind of like stuck between our 50 and 200 EMAs. Uh, if anything, it's just tight right now. It's going back and forth, very, very tight. We're testing this support right here around this, at least the low during the pre-market was around 466. Then we have resistance around, for just under 480. So it's kind of going back and forth and back and forth. It may continue to range trade. We're going to look for a bounce on Nvidia and a retest of like 475, then just sideways price action within this range, either 475 or about 480. And then we're going to see what Powell causes. If he pumps us, Nvidia could start pushing back to 490 plus. If he causes the rug pull, we could see Nvidia come all the way down to the 450s or even lower levels than that. But just to be safe, you want to be open-minded. You want to watch it all very carefully. AMC, wow, this thing is actually down pretty hard again. Wow, pretty interesting. But anyways, talking about the QQQ, I just want to mention that right now it's trying to push up to about 363. We're going to be watching to see if the QQQ could hold this. If it breaks above this, if it manages to keep going, you want to see it hold above 365 for us to get a chance for it to retest these higher levels. Now, it might push up a little bit, approaching like 363.5 or so when Powell is about to start speaking, and then it might cool off just a tiny bit. And then it all depends on Powell from there. If Powell pumps the markets, we could see this thing start pushing back up to like above 365 plus or higher. If Powell causes the rug pull, watch this thing break below 360 to 357 and potentially start breaking down from there. So once again, guys, could this be flagging? There's a possibility of that, but it all depends on Powell. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. And then for Aapl, I mean, Aapl is trying to hit 177. We're going to see if Aapl could break 177.5. If that breaks, you're going to be watching 177.7 to 177.8. Basically, there's a lot of resistance between 177.5 and 178. I'm going to be watching these resistance levels for now on Aapl. It's going to try pushing, though. And then watch for sideways price action for a bit, and then we're going to see what happens after that when it comes to Jerome Powell. So it all depends on him. I mean, there's no telling what the market's going to do exactly when it comes to like me being unbiased. It could go either way depending on what he says. But approaching Powell, first off, the market's going to try to hold up. It's going to like gap up and try to hold up just to start off. Might start selling off just a tiny bit right before he's going to speak. And then when he talks, who knows what's going to happen. The best thing I could tell you is just watch your levels, listen to what he has to say, and do what you have to do, guys. So thank you for listening. Have a great day trading, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, and peace out.